Okay, so sitting in your comfortable cross-legged position, spine nice and tall. Feel the connection between the sit bones and the earth beneath you as you lengthen up towards the sky, towards the heavens through the crown of the head. Feel the spine lift tall as you engage the abdominal muscles. Roll the shoulders up, back and down, drawing the shoulder blades towards each other as you activate the back muscles. It's a nice, strong posture here. Take your intention, take your awareness inwards and rub your hands together just to stimulate and awaken that flow of energy. And bring the hands into prayer position at the heart center. Connect your thumbs with the sternum. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Now let's take a deep breath in to tune in. Om Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Gurudev Namo. Adkure Name, Jugat Kure Name, Sat Kure Name, Sri Gurudev Name. Adkure Name, Jugat Kure Name, Sat Kure Name, Sri Gurudev Name. Adkure Name, Jugat Kure Name, Sat Kure Name, Sri Gurudev Name. Take a deep breath in. Hold the breath in the belly as you apply your root lock, your mudam. Draw the chin in towards the back of the neck as you apply your Jalahandhara Bandha. Relax your face and smile. Invite the Kundalini energy to awaken within. And exhale completely. So tonight the focus is going to be a really lovely, gentle class. I think sometimes restorative can be really, actually very energizing and strengthening. So we're going to begin with I want you to really luxuriate in these warm-ups. We're going to open joints and just lengthen and release muscles just to allow our energy to flow freely through us. So when we've done a bit of joint and muscle and connective tissue release, we're going to start by connecting to our divine feminine energy by doing some moon salutation, Chandra Namaskar, and this will connect us to our femininity, so our right side of the brain. And then we're going to do a lovely Kundalini, really, really gentle, beautiful, but very powerful and effective Kundalini set called Suriya kriya. Suriya kriya will connect us to our sunshine energy, the masculine, the left brain. And bringing these together in a class will help to awaken the whole brain and give us a better understanding of both those polarities within us. So, and then we'll do a lovely celestial communication to balance, to bring the balance. When we balance those polarities, we balance everything. We bring harmony to all our systems. We help to balance our hormones. And bringing balance and harmony to ourselves brings balance and harmony to our environment and to all our systems. And balance, neutrality, working from the fourth chakra, from the heart chakra, anahata chakra. So when we work from that space of balance and neutrality, we can feel that sense of love and gratitude, understanding and compassion to all, because we have that kind of level. We're not up and down and high and low. We're on that lovely level where we can just see everything clearly. So let's begin by resetting the spine where the chakras make the experience. So I want you to come laying on your mat with your knees bent and the feet flat on the floor. Draw your left knee tightly into your chest and stretch your right leg out in front of you, about 4 inches off the ground. Make sure the lower back is pressed into your mat, and with your right foot, point the toes, lengthen the leg as you make a little circle in one direction. And change directions. Lengthen that right leg, and now draw the right leg into the chest, lengthen the left leg. Now what I want you to do now is open the ball and socket joints at the top of the arms and the legs. So nice big circles in one direction with the right arm and the right leg. You can have the leg straight if you want, or you can bend the knee, doesn't matter. We want to try and keep the whole back on the floor, so try not to tip over, so that we can just really release and hydrate those joints. Sometimes we neglect, we get onto the advanced postures and we neglect the little bits of ourselves that are so important to allow energy and oxygen and blood to flow through these spaces and hydrate these areas. And now, bring the right arm and leg into stillness. Stretch the right leg up and the right arm up. Let's make sure you don't roll in this, because we're going to take the joints through their natural ranges of movement. Open your hip and your arm out to the side as far as you can without rolling over. Bring back to the center, and then bring the right leg over to the left and the right arm. So we're just moving from side to side. Now stretch the right leg and the right arm, and hook the right big toe with your right first 2 fingers on the right hand. Now, if this is difficult, don't worry. You can use a belt to do this. So you can take your belt, if you have one, use a dressing gown belt if you don't have a yoga one, and hold your right leg, right foot like this. If not, if you don't have a belt handy, that's fine. Just take hold of your right leg with both hands. Engage the abdominal muscles, lift the torso and leg towards each other, and take a few long deep breaths in this lovely deep stretch. Feel that sense of lengthening and releasing. Now lower the torso down. Keep your left hand at the top of the left thigh. And keeping hold of the leg or the toe, wherever you've got, you're going to open your hip. You're going to relax that right leg out to the side. Keeping it high, you can keep hold of it. So if I lay like this so you can see what I'm doing. And take a few breaths here. Bring the leg back. And now with your left hand, take your right knee over to the left side of the body. Keep both shoulders anchored to the floor. Keep the hands touching the floor as you just make a nice big circle with a hand in one direction and then one in the opposite direction. Make it a T shape with the arms as you stretch them to the side. Just take a couple of deep breaths here, releasing into this twist. And bring the right leg back. Bend both knees. Now open the right hip. Place the right foot at just above the left knee. And take hold of the left thigh as you draw the left thigh towards the chest. And this really helps to stretch out the outside of the right hip. You can take hold of the right leg, like cradling a baby if you wish, and stretch the left leg up or release it down. Take a few breaths here just to release piriformis and all the outer hip muscles. The more tension we release, the more energy will flow. And release. Now you can hug the right knee into the chest, and we're going to work with the other side. So lifting the left leg up, make a little circle. In one direction and the opposite direction. Point the toes and lengthen that leg so it really reaches out from the socket. And this helps to lengthen the psoas muscle. The psoas muscle governs fertility, and actually it's French physiotherapists and osteopaths call this the dustbin muscle. So lengthen now the right leg, and we're going to make a big circle with the arm and the left leg now in one direction, because it governs the second chakra, and it's where we dump a lot of emotional baggage. So that's why a lot of people get lower back problems, because it shortens with upset and stress and tension. And we need to release this psoas muscle to release all that unwanted emotional tension. And even if our lives seem perfect, sometimes there are little things that get trapped there. A nice big circle, opening those joints up. Good. Now straighten the arm and leg, and once again open to the side and then to the other side. Try to keep the back on the floor, so it doesn't matter about touching the floor, it's just about opening and utilising those joints, taking them through all their natural ranges of movement. One more. And now lengthen the left leg, draw the torso, take a few breaths here. Lower the torso and open the left hip now out to the side. Make sure you don't roll over. If you feel that the body is rolling over, ease out of the posture and take a few breaths. Bend the left knee, and with the right hand take it to the other side. Make a big circle with the arm, keeping the hand low in one direction and then the other. Make a T shape with the arms. Take a few breaths into that twist. And come back to the center. Now we could do a little bit of dynamic bridge. So lifting the pelvis and the spine off the floor, bringing the feet flat first towards the buttocks, hip width distance. Keep a nice straight line between the hips, the knees and the ankles. As you lift the spine off the floor and lower it down. And inhale, come up as high as you can, interlace the hands, bring them underneath the torso, and take 3 breaths here. Gently lower the torso down. And just activate Manipura chakra, so bring the knees into the chest. Raise your right arm behind you as you lengthen the left leg. Keep the arm and leg a few inches off the floor, and then swap over to the other side, coordinating breath with movement, keeping the lower back engaged into the floor. If you find it's arching, then maybe just do the legs, lift the head, or you can place the hands under the buttocks. But if you find the core is nice and feeling good today, lower back's feeling good, then bring everything in. Arms and legs, lengthening the body, engaging the core. Hug the knees into the chest. And if you want, you can roll back into a full plow, just to give the back a good stretch out. Take a couple of easy breaths here. Lower the legs down and just make a T shape. And gently bring the knees, keep the feet and knees together as you just twist, bringing the knees down to one side of the body a few times, then the other, just giving the lower back a little massage here. Just open the hips, bringing the knees towards the floor, stretch the arms above you, stretch the spine, open the hips, breathe into that lovely release. And then gently come up whichever way feels good. And come up into your downward dog. Heels to the floor, hips towards the ceiling, strong through the arms, nice neutral spine. And begin to walk very slowly on the balls of the feet, gently lowering one heel and then the other. Both heels to the floor. Take a couple of deep breaths here. And then gently walk the feet towards the hands. Just really release the forward bend stretch. And come sitting in easy pose. Take hold of the knees firmly. And we're going to begin a Sufi grind. So with the upper body, begin to make a circle around the base of the spine. You can start with a big circle if you wish. And then as you feel the movement becoming easier and more fluid and less rigid, you can bring the circle in. However big or small, however fast or slow you wish to do. This is up to you. But the important thing is to coordinate that breath with the movement. You can do one breath to two circles, or one breath to one circle. It doesn't really matter, but coordinate it so the breath and the movement create a pattern, a rhythm with each other. And this is how in yoga we connect the mind and the body through breath, coordinating breath and movement. The breath, the quality of the breath, and the breath controls the mind, well, affects and reflects the mind, and the mind reflects the breath. And change directions. Bring the spine to the center, lift tall, take a deep breath in. Hold breath in the belly as you apply your Mula Bandha and your Jalandhara Bandha. Exhale, release. Take hold of the shoulders firmly. Keep the upper arms parallel to the ground and high and strong. Keep the elbows pointing out to the side and the chest, the heart open. That's the power of the posture. So shoulder blades drawn together. As you twist the upper body, keep the lower torso still. Close your eyes. Inhale as you twist to the left. Exhale as you twist to the right. You can silently vibrate Sat as you inhale and Nam as you exhale. Inhale to the center, hold, apply your locks. Exhale, bring the hands into Gyan Mudra. Lift the spine tall. Take your awareness and your focus to the third eye. And just be still for a few breaths. Now open your eyes, and we're going to come into a standing position. So come standing in Tadasana, in mountain pose. I like to teach this with feet hip width distance because I feel it gives more stability and doesn't put so much pressure on the lower back. Just rock forwards and backs onto the front and the backs of your feet. Spread the toes and just till you can find your stability and your balance. And just make sure your weight is evenly distributed on the fronts and the backs of your feet and on both feet. Lengthen up through the calves, draw up through the thighs, light engagement on the core. Chest rises, shoulders roll up, back and down, drawing the shoulder blades down towards each other. Fingers together pointing to the earth, chin drawn in. Just close your eyes and take a moment here to feel that stability, to feel that connection through the soles of your feet to Mother Earth. And as you breathe her energy up through the soles of your feet, just feel that her energy is nourishing and sustaining you. Just feel firmly planted there. Okay, now open your eyes. We're going to begin with the first pose by coming into chair. So remember with chair to keep the spine neutral. We don't want to extend too much. We don't want to flex it and round it. We want to keep it nice and neutral as we sit back towards the heels, engaging everything. Lifting the arms up. Take a breath here. We're not going to hold these postures for long because I want it to feel a bit like a flow. And as you exhale, hinge forward, bringing the chest towards the thighs, keeping the knees bent. Keep the arms coming behind you. Interlace them behind your back. Stretch them up. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. You can straighten the legs here if you wish. Take a breath. And then as you exhale, bend the knees again, keeping the chest close to the thighs. Lower the arms. Bring them back to the front. Come up into your chair pose. And all the way to standing. Bring the hands together in prayer pose overhead. Inhale as you side stretch to the left, keeping the hips facing. Don't stick the hips out, keep them nice and level. We're really opening the sides of the body. Exhale to center. Inhale as you reach over to the right. Exhale to center. Good. Now bring feet wider than shoulder width and turn them out. Keep the thighs rolling out and the knees tracking the feet. As you squat down, try not to allow the spine to fold forward. Try to keep the spine perpendicular and open into your victory pose. Hold this for a breath. Come back to standing. Now we're going to turn to the right. So turn so we're facing the right. And what I want you to do is I've got a line in the middle of my mat so it's easier, but I want you to imagine you've got a line in the center of your mat. One foot is on either side of the line, the hips are square and facing forwards so that the feet are in their own place. Now if you can, bring the hands into prayer behind your back. This is quite strong for the shoulders. So if it's difficult, you can do upside down prayer or you can hold on any way you can onto the forearms. Okay, so come into prayer, open the chest. Exhale, fold forwards. Bring your hands to either side of your right foot. Turn your left foot out. You might want to bring it behind you a little bit more. And we're going to open up into Trikonasana, triangle pose. Now, if you find it hard to stay open with your hand low down, then bring the hand further up the leg as you come forward, raise the arm up. Only stay all the way down if you can keep open. Otherwise, come higher up the leg, take a breath here. Lower the arms down, bring them to either side of the right foot. And come into a nice lunge. Now I have to say, I like to put a little bit of a blanket under my knee when I come into a lunge. Just find it more comfortable. So do that if it's more comfortable. You don't want the knee under the hip, you want the knee further back. So it's behind the hip. So again, we can lengthen that psoas muscle and strengthen it. So coming into this deep lunge, you're going to bring your left hand next to the right foot. Keep the hips square forward. So keep the hips, the knee and the left knee and the right foot in their own space. And twist the body towards the right. Keep the hips facing forward. You can keep your right hand on your right hip, or you can stretch up. You can keep the knee on the floor, or you can lift the back knee off the floor. Take a breath here. In your closed twist, lower your right hand down. Come back into your lunge. Now you can stay here. Really important, keep the knee, try not to let the knee overshoot the foot. Try to keep it into a right angle. You can stay here, or you can bring the hands to just above the knee, sink into the hips, or you can raise the arms up, sink into the hips. You can keep the face forwards, or you can look up through the hands and lower the hands down to either side of the right foot. Turn to face forwards. And what we want to try and do here is to keep that right foot flat if possible. If it needs to come up, it needs to come up, that's fine. And turn the left toes towards the ceiling. Take a breath here. Bring the left foot flat to the earth. Hands on each side of the left foot, right toes to ceiling. And then we're going to do that lunge again. So if like me you need a blanket, do use one under the knee. Bring the knee behind the hip, keep the hips square forward, and whichever version of the lunge feels good for you today. Take a breath, lower the arms down and come into your closed twist. So your right hand next to the inside of your left foot, twist to the left this time. Lower the left hand down. Turn the back foot out and come up into your Trikonasana. Remember, if you find it too much to go all the way down, then it's fine. You can just put your hand on your leg wherever you can reach and do a side stretch, whichever feels good. Then bring the toes, right toes facing forward into your pyramid pose. Bring your hands into prayer behind your back. Lift the torso up. And now come with your legs stretched wide apart, toes facing out. Remember to roll those thighs out as you squat down. Victory pose. Take a breath here. Step the feet together, hands together. Inhale, stretch to the right. Exhale to the left. And now come into your chair. Fold all the way down. Interlace the hands behind your back, stretch them up, squeeze, lower the arms down, come back into chair, all the way up to the standing position, lower the arms down, well done. Okay, so come sitting now on your mat, and you're going to bring the right hand into Gyan Mudra, and block off your left nostril with your left thumb. Close your eyes and breathe at a moderate pace just through the right nostril. Release the left nostril, bring both hands into Gyan Mudra, and take 3 long deep breaths through both nostrils. And now come sitting on your heels in a rock pose. We're going to do sat kriya. So interlace the hands in a Venus lock with your left thumb on top, your right little finger on the bottom. Index fingers are pointing straight up. Keep the shoulders relaxed as you raise your arms up on either side of the head. And remember, we're going to take a deep breath in as we chant Sat. We're going to feel that mantra implode in the navel as you draw up a mulband. It'll be a natural mulband. Now we're going to release Nam all the way up the spine, and the energy will travel back down to the earth, creating a never-ending cycle. This kriya will help to balance our creative energy so that we can use them in a balanced way, so we can use creative energy to insert self-healing, for healing the body. We can use creative energy for all our creative pursuits, cooking a meal, playing with our children, writing a book, painting a picture, making a business decision. They all have creative potentials, and if we put our energy into them, they'll always be successful. And of course, you know, the third use of creativity is for creation. It's for our sensuality, our sexuality, our creating new life. So this really helps to bring a balance, so the energy is channeled in all balanced ways. So the breath will take care of itself once we've taken the first deep breath in to begin. Sat. Now. 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 Take a deep breath in. Hold the breath and apply Mula Bandh and Jalahandhara Bandh. Exhale completely. And when the breath is completely exhaled, there's no prana, draw up a Mula Bandh, draw Uddiyana Bandha, so draw the navel up into the diaphragm, chin in. This is Maha Bandha, the 3 great bandhas and 3 great knocks applied at the same time with the breath out. Squeeze and release. Bring your hands down slowly. Stretch your legs out in front of you. Stretch your arms up and fold forward. Just grab the toes wherever you can reach. If you've got a belt, you can use a belt. But just lengthen the spine. And just take a few deep breaths here. Just let that lovely energy, that lovely creative energy circulate. And slowly come up. Come sitting in easy pose. And now we're going to distribute that energy through all the chakras in the spine with a lovely spinal flex. So take hold of your ankles, shins, knees, wherever feels comfortable and good. Keep the chin parallel to the ground and begin to extend and flex the spine. As you inhale, tip the pelvis forward, shoulder blades towards each other, shoulders back, squeeze, exhale, tip the pelvis back, round the spine, really opening the shoulder blades, shoulders come forwards. And just continue creating a gentle rhythm with the breath and the movement. Close your eyes, take your awareness inwards. Focus your energy. And bring the spine to the center. Lift it tall. Deep breath in. Hold. Apply your locks. Mulabandha Jalahandharaban. Exhale. Index finger and thumb tips to touch. Take a few natural, easy breaths. Just notice how you're feeling now. Notice the quality of your breath. Notice any sensations in the body. Just luxuriate in anything nice that you can feel. if you can notice that energy flowing through your body. Just let it flow into every cell. Now open your eyes. And we're going to do our favourite, you guessed it, frogs. So come into frog pose, heels off the floor and touching, and hands between the squatted knees, head up. Remember when you squat back down to bring the head all the way up. So begin. Inhale, straighten the legs, exhale, squat all the way back. And now come into a forward bend stretch. And if you want, you can just swing from the hips like a pendulum. Just let the arms swing, let the hips swing. Just take a few deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Well done. And then come sitting on your heels again in a rock pose. So now I want you to place your hands just above the knees. And turn to look over the left shoulder as you inhale. Exhale, turn to look over the right. Very slowly, very gently. Inhale, sat. Exhale, na. Okay, bring the spine, bring your head back to center. And come into easy pose. Or you can stay on your heels, whichever feels good, it doesn't matter. Now take hold of your shoulders firmly as we did in spinal twist. Just do a few rolls here just to release the shoulders a bit, the upper back. Okay, good. Now keeping hold of them firmly, keeping both buttocks firmly on the floor. You're going to inhale as you bring the left elbow down towards the ground. Don't worry if it doesn't reach there, but just towards it. If you find the right buttock is coming off, you plant back into it. We really want to open the body. Exhale to the center, inhale. Bring the right elbow down towards the earth, then continue inhaling as we open each side of the body, exhaling back to center, working at your own pace, but really nice to work really slowly with this. You may find with each repetition, you can actually release down much more effortlessly and much deeper into the posture. One more each side. And come back to the center. Bring your palms up, index finger and thumb tips to touch, resting on the knees. I just want you to take a moment here to meditate on a cleansing Satnam breath. So close your eyes. Just a few breaths. As you breathe in, imagine a golden light coming down from above through the crown into the belly. Hold the breath in the belly as you feel it building and growing stronger and warmer and brighter and more vibrant, denser. Spread that energy through the body and exhale as you flood the light in all directions out of your body from the core. Inhale deeply, drawing the prana down, the light into the belly. Hold the light in the belly. Hold the breath. Feel that light growing and building and spreading through your body, really cleansing the belly area, cleansing that region, the pelvis, the creative potential that's there. We really want to clear that space and exhale, flood the energy in all directions. Inhale. Hold the breath in the belly, spread it through the body and exhale, flood the breath in all directions. Inhale, draw the light down from above into the belly. Hold the breath there as you allow it to build into this beautiful golden ball of light that you're spreading through your body. Exhale, flood the light in all directions. And now continue using your own breath sequence with the visualization, inhaling light, holding it, spreading it through your body, and then releasing. Feeling with each sequence of breath that you're filling with more and more light, that you're releasing more and more of what you don't need, until that light fills you and spills into the space around you, and you're filled and engulfed in a beautiful golden healing light energy. Surrender and merge with it. And now open your eyes. And we're going to do very short. My favourite celestial communications, as you know, celestial communication. So it's like we're communicating with the heavens, we're communicating It's something much more subtle. But I think what really happens here is because we're using the upper body and the arm movements, we're opening the heart chakra, we're repeating a meditation, we're using mudra, which amplifies the meditation, the mantra, and that creates a very powerful effect. And I love this one because this particular meditation, this particular celestial communication, it marries masculine and feminine energy, bringing total balance, using the healing mantra of Ramadasa. And then part of the meditation is then to bring balance to that healing by chanting Sata Nama. So let me just demonstrate, and then we'll do it together. So if you just watch me, the first one, and then we'll do a few rounds together. So starting with the right hand, palm up, we're going to chant. Ra, 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 ra. Then the left hand, ma, 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 ma. Bringing them into prayer. Ramma, 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 ramma. Bringing the hands to the knees and bringing the thumb to each finger with Sata Nama. Okay. So I hope you enjoy it. Just relax, chill. Nobody's watching. Okay, let's begin. Ra, 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 ra. Ma, 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 ma. Ramma, 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 ramma. Sata Nama. Ra, 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 ra. Ma, 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 ma. Ramma, 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 ramma. Sata Nama. Ra, 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 ra. Ma, 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 ma. Ramma, 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 ramma. Sata Nama. Ra, 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 ra. Ma, ma, ma. Ramma, 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 ramma. Sata Nama. Ra, 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 ra. Ma, ma, ma. Ramma, 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 ramma. Sata Nama. Ra, 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 ra. Ma, ma, ma. Ramma, 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 ramma. Sata Nama. Ra, 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 ra. Ma, ma. Ramma, 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 ramma. Sata Nama. Ra, 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 ra. Ma. Ramma, 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 ramma. Sata Nama. Now take a deep breath in. Exhale completely. Just sit in stillness for a few natural, easy breaths. Just allowing the vibrations and the healing sounds and visualizations and all the things that you've been doing, just allow them to be absorbed and assimilated. And now gently lower yourself down onto your mat. If Shavasana sometimes feels a little bit uncomfortable on the lower back, what I like to do is to place a bolster under my knees. You can use, cushions, and find whichever posture feels really lovely for you. So come down onto the floor, wriggle around, wriggle the fingers and toes, stretch the arms and legs out, shake the ankles, shake the feet, shake the hands, shake. Shake any stagnant energy that might have got trapped. Just imagine you're shooing it away. Shake. Make little circles. Imagine that your limbs are locks. They're keys in a lock. So twist the key in the lock, shake the limbs, wriggle the body about, and come now into your lovely relaxation posture, allowing the hips to roll open, the feet to fall apart, the arms away from the body, the palms up. This is your time. Open the chest, draw the chin in, so you're really feeling open. And just take a lovely deep sighing breaths as you snuggle down and find that cozy, still place. And I want you to imagine that a beautiful rainfall of golden light is showering down upon you. Close your eyes and smile and feel that golden rainfall as warm, dry, loving, healing light and energy. Just take the awareness to your scalp and feel it softening, releasing all the little muscles, letting go. And now move your awareness to the forehead as you feel it becoming smooth. Your eyes are feeling really heavy in the sockets. The cheeks are soft as the jaw gently opens, the tongue rests in the bottom of the mouth. Just squeeze the ears and let them go, feeling them release. Gently press the shoulders down towards your feet, tighten the neck, and then release. Feel the arms, they're heavy as they release into the earth. The torso feels heavy, the back softens and melts. Squeeze, tense and tighten the buttocks and the hips. Squeeze and tell them to let go. Now press your heels away from you and point your toes towards you. Tighten the legs and let that go. Scan the body. Notice any little areas that you still might be holding on. Breathe into those areas and just tell them it's okay. Let go, relax, release. I'm trusting Mother Earth to support and sustain me and nourish me as I completely surrender. And just let go. Gently bring your awareness back to your breathing. Back to my voice. Back to your senses. And gently start to wake the body up in any way that you feel is appropriate for you. Just stretch and luxuriate in that feeling. Let the energy move you. Just take your time. And when you've finished, rub the soles of the feet and the palms of the hands together and come back sitting in easy pose with your hands in prayer position. And just take a moment here to bring your awareness back to that sankalpa that you set at the beginning of the class today. And thank yourself for giving yourself this time for your practice. Let's tune out together. Take a deep breath in to begin. Sa Nam Sa Nam Sa Nam. Keep your hands in prayer pose. Stretch them up. And let's just close our chakras down. Not literally close them down, but just to protect them. Bring the hands to the crown. May grace, goodness, and gratitude. Bring your hands to the third eye. Wisdom and peace. And purpose. And bring your hands to your throat. Truth, authenticity, and being heard. Bring your hands into your heart. Forgiveness, compassion, and deep unconditional love. To your belly, great joy, great health, fulfillment, abundance, prosperity, and success. And to the earth, protection, stability, safety, and security and unity be for us all. Thank you. Satnam.
Thank you.